Hello everyone, Gifted Soul here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber, and welcome to those of you who are new. If you have not subscribed yet, you are missing out. I try to do deck reviews, I do live streams, and I do pick a card readings and a lot of other spiritual things on my channel. I also take requests regarding the spiritual realm. If you would like to see different things, all you have to do is just contact me. Either leave a comment underneath the video or simply just contact me at giftedsoul777@gmail.com if you would rather do it that way. So yeah, let's get started. So I am doing I guess a full flip through and an unboxing of The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. It is a 52 card deck. It's more like an affirmation type of deck. Very simple, very easy to read with, just simple words. You can also use your intuition with it, as always. So when I said unboxing, you probably heard me kind of say it in like a slight tone. That is because I have already practically unboxed it, and there is no shrink wrap on it or anything because I did purchase this deck from someone who has already used it. Now bear in mind that I'm not a person who is keen on buying pre-owned decks. It's not that there's anything wrong with them, I just don't. I like always unwrapping something new. It feels very abundant when like I'm unwrapping a new deck. So that's one reason, or really the main reason, why I do like to buy brand new decks. However, this was supposed to be pre-owned, but I think it is new. If it isn't, the seller kept this deck up really well. It was for a great price, so I could not pass up on it regardless of the condition. She put very good condition on it. And so I was expecting for it to have signs of wear and to not be where it needed to be, or where I would like it to have been, where it would have been if I've gotten an actual brand new copy of the deck. But it ended up being as if she never used it, and I feel like maybe she either looked at the cards, unwrapped it, looked at the cards, put them back in, and just put it back on the shelf and never used it again. Or possibly she just kept the deck up well. It smells fresh, as if opening a new deck, like when you are opening up a new book, the paper smell, that's what it smells like. So I'm very pleased that it ended up being basically a brand new deck. And I appreciate that the most. I was so happy to see that it was in that condition. I appreciate it either way. So you probably noticed I'm at a different setup. I'm at my sister's house. It's not nowhere near where I was at and where I live, so it is in the same state still, but it's where it is basically out of town for us. So yeah, but anyway, decided to do a video while I'm here. So anyway, The Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. She has another deck that I would like to get my hands on for sure. I think it's called Miracles Now. I would definitely like to get that. I actually splurged on quite a few decks recently. So I think I'm done with buying decks for a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It's an addiction, but I mean, what better addiction to have than to be a collector of Oracle and Tarot decks? It's amazing. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and unbox this so I don't keep running my trap here. So that's an indicator. When I pulled the box out, that's an indicator that it has not been used much, if at all. It was very tight to kind of pull out. Still easy to get out, but when you get a new deck, especially from, I want to say this is Hay House Publishing, just because her Miracles Now deck, I think you can get on Hay House too. I'm not sure, because I don't have any Gabrielle Bernstein decks. Yeah, I don't see where it says where it was published, but yeah. Anyway, So it has this little, inside the box, it says, "You are the dreamer of your dreams." So I think that's pretty cute. And then I think there's, and then on this side of the box, you have, anywhere, anytime card readings on your mobile device. It gives you the apps that you can access to have this deck on the go if you don't want to take your cards with you somewhere. You are able to go to the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store to download the card deck app. So that's that. Okay, so that is the box. It is a sturdy box. So there it is. Yes, it is a Hay House deck. Visit Hay House. So you should be able to get this on hayhouse.com. They have a lot of different specials and sales. Before I found Hay House directly, I was always buying decks from eBay. Yes, eBay has new items. They are not always used. I've always bought brand new decks from eBay, but then I recently started getting pre-owned decks because they are more inexpensive. So, and in some cases, it's just where the person just looks at the cards, put it back in the box, and then they have no interest in it and they want to get rid of it. So they're not always used. So, but yeah, I'm finding more blessings in just getting them pre-owned. But I do always try to look for the brand new and sealed. But if it's cheaper than that, then yeah, I'm starting to look at it that way. So that's the box, nice and sturdy as always, as all Hay House boxes are. So we have a little card here. There is no guidebook, but you really do not need one. Just let your intuition guide you, as I always say. With any deck, really, but especially with decks like this, I mean, you really don't necessarily need a guidebook, but to each their own. So we have here, it says, Gabrielle Bernstein has been named a new thought leader by Oprah Winfrey. She appears regularly as an expert on the Dr. Oz show and was named a new role model by the New York Times. Gabrielle is the best-selling author of The Universe Has Your Back, May Cause Miracles, and Miracles Now. So those are books that she has written, and I believe she had a Universe Has Your Back book before she did an Oracle deck. So, so she's also a YouTuber, which I did not know that. So, yeah, interesting. But anyway, in the end, we have the illustrator, Michaela. I think that's Michaela. My boyfriend's sister's name is Michaela, and I think it's spelled just like that, if not close. So I'm pretty sure that's Michaela. If I'm not pronouncing it right, I do apologize. Michaela Ezra is an Australian illustrator, textile designer, and mama of two, living in New York City. She is the founder of I don't know what that is, a collection of temporary Judaica objects designed and created with holistic spiritual intentions. So I guess you can find some of her work on www.michaelaezra.com. And you can learn more about Gabrielle Bernstein on her YouTube channel, as well as her website, www.gabbybernstein.com. So there's just a brief look at that. Then there's more information, I guess, just to kind of help you with the deck. So, hi, Miracle Worker. I'm so excited that you picked up The Universe Has Your Back cards. My hope is that this deck will help you to deepen your connection to the innermost part of yourself and to the universe. In that connection, you will be guided to your true purpose, to be loved and spread love. Michaela and I have lovingly crafted these words and images to bring you guidance and inspiration. These cards and their deep sentiments are intended to accompany and lift you as you travel inward. Choose one whenever you seek clarity of heart, loving direction, or a return to your own intuition. Each card carries a potent gift which can awaken a presence of joy within, help you transform your fear into faith, and remind you that the universe has your back. Wishing you a miraculous journey. With love, Gabrielle. So, there is that. Yeah. So I do always keep these little information cards. I don't necessarily always read through them, but I do keep them if it's a part of, even if it's like not in the deck. So I don't know. I wonder if some people throw them away. I don't, but you know. So these aren't in order, I don't think. I did just use them to pull a card for a client just before I did this video. And I don't think with this deck that there's any particular order anyway. I think when they manufacture them, it's in a random order, at least for this, because it is an affirmation deck. So I'm not exactly sure, but that is my assumption there. So beautiful cards. Like I said, I did get this pre-owned, but I don't think she used it. She may have used it maybe once or twice and put it back up or something. Even if she used it more, she kept it very, very well, and it exceeded my expectations, honestly. So I couldn't be more happier, and I'm actually very, very excited. Like, I actually really want to cry because it came out perfectly. And yes, I know that's being dramatic, but if you are a collector of decks, you get where I'm coming from. So yeah, there's nothing like opening a new deck. So let's see. So we have the backs here, and this is a perfect card stock. Now, for me at least, everybody has their own standards when it comes to card stock and things like that. What I don't like is that it is just a little hard to shuffle the way I want to shuffle. I shuffle in many different ways, but when I say the texture of the cards make it hard to shuffle, it's not the size, it's the texture. So yeah, but these cards I feel like they can last a long time. It is a sturdy cardstock to me, again, but it's just that texture. It makes it hard to get the cards really nice and shuffled. You're kind of like having to half shuffle, at least on my experience so far. So that is the backs. Okay. So it's a pretty good size deck. Again, it doesn't come with a guidebook of any kind. I don't, like I said, don't think you need one, but I mean, so I'm going to flip them over just so it could be, whoops, and then a card wants to fall out. Okay. So when I lean toward love, I am aimed, or I am led. Again, I'm looking at the screen when I need to look at the table. So I got to get in the habit of that. The presence of love will always cast out fear. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. And yes, that's what I mean by the cardstock. They're sticking together. It's not sticking like gluing, but it's like cardboard. It's hard to pull apart each card. So when I am in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. So lots of colors in here. Very simple artwork. I mean, really, it's all you need. Joy is the ultimate creator. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. I do whatever it takes to get closer to your consciousness. So this is great for advice, great for wrapping up readings, just to give somebody an affirmation to focus on, or a daily pull to meditate, put on your altar, anything like that. I do recommend this for that, to meditate with, hang out in nature with it, even go outside. And yeah, I think I even heard of someone using these to put, I won't do that because this has a bigger purpose, but some people even use decks like this to put in a gift bag. They pull a card for the person and they let them keep the card. It's like a thank you card or something to give out. Personally, like I said, I'm not going to do that because it is, to me, used as a deck. But I mean, it's kind of a good idea if you want to buy an extra one just to do that with. Maybe they're not crazy expensive. So energy flows where my intention goes. And this is one of my favorites. This is actually, guys, the card that I pulled for myself yesterday. I had decided to go ahead and pull myself a card, and this is what came. And I gotta say that it makes perfect sense for what is going on in my life right now, and just in general, just a perfect piece of advice for anybody, really. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am loved and miracles are natural. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Interesting. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Yes, it sure does. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth in the discomfort, amid the discomfort. This is a favorite too so far. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Okay. My fearless freedom lights up the world. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Love that as well. I surrender to a power greater than me. Yes. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love throughout prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Just trying to make sure that this is not stuck to anything. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking in the energy of love. I want to look back at this because I didn't say when this was published. It is not a new release, as most of you probably know. I'd always seen this deck and I did want it, but for some reason, even though if I really want a deck, sometimes I wait a long time before I get it, and then I end up getting something else. I don't know why, but that's how it is sometimes. So I don't see, it is Hay House. I will have to do some research. I can remember the time, like I know that, you know, it was a thing when it was out, but I can't remember exactly when it came out. Okay. So it says here copyright 2017, so I guess that is when it came out. I think that might be around the right time there. But I just can't remember the complete time. But anyway, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So, like I said, thick cardstock. So, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. If you have the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck, it's kind of like that cardstock. It kind of feels like, and possibly the Work Your Light Oracle and the Star Seed. It's very thick and it can be a hassle to shuffle just a little bit. But they're not bad decks. It's just the cardstock is a little too thick. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Happiness is my birthright. That is another favorite. So I only looked at some of these when I did open the deck. So I guess this is first impressions. I think I did see videos on all the cards when it first came out years ago, but that was a long time ago. So technically, I guess you can say this is first impressions. So when I did first open the deck, all I did was pull a card for myself, and I also rearranged the cards because some of them were upside down. So that's all I did. There was no shrink wrap when it got here because, again, it was pre-owned. So, or at least she stored it because it doesn't look like she's used it but a couple times. The universe has my back, which is the theme of the deck here. It looks like the moon is pink and the card, whereas on the box it's gold, yellowish. I am the loving energy of the universe. There is a card stuck to that. Oneness is my true nature. Okay. I honor how I want to feel. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. I also feel called to say that if you have PTSD and anxiety and things like that, even depression, I do feel like these could help. I have suffered from depression every once in a while. I think we all go through those days at some point. And I do have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And so I don't know why, but I feel like these could be a big help with those type of disorders. Not a diagnosis and definitely not a cure, but I do think they can uplift your spirits during that time. I choose love no matter what. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. I don't know why, but it sounds like I'm losing my voice just a little bit. I am the dreamer of my dream, which is the quote that's inside the box that says you are the dreamer of your dream. But it says here that I am the dreamer of my dream, so it's pointed more directly toward you in that sense. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. So there is a card stuck to that as well. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Okay. See, they feel so thick even when there's nothing stuck behind there. It feels like it is. The key to prayer is, okay, so the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. I choose to learn through love. So card stuck. Hope is a conduit for miracles. My vibes speak louder than my words. And I feel like you can also use this for like a reading of what somebody wants to say to you, thing like that. I feel like any affirmation deck you can use that with, like with these type of words. I witness the darkness and call in the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I am here to get closer to love. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. So this is kind of a message saying that what we think we want sometimes isn't what we actually need. So like when I'm praying for something and I don't get it, yes, my natural reaction is why. I ask God why, but it's always because there's something better. So just because your prayers weren't answered to the way you wanted them to be, they're always answered. Keep that in mind. Sometimes in disguise. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with new eyes. And lastly, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So I'm going to pull a 1-card message for us all, just collectively. Keep in mind that this is entertainment only, and that this is not going to resonate with everyone. It is a collective message. If you would like more personal reading, please do contact me via giftedsoul777@gmail.com and or book a reading on my website or Etsy shop, in which is listed on my it's linked on my channel, as well as I always put the links in the description boxes as well. So I'm shuffling now. I'm gonna pause so that I can finish my shuffling process and be right back. Okay, so this is the card for everyone. I have not looked at it yet. We have, I choose to learn through love. Okay, so a lot of people tend to think that there isn't a choice when it comes to how we feel. Sometimes that is the case. That depends on... Okay, so brief interruption there. I do apologize. So if you see jump cuts, that's likely why. I'm either getting interrupted, so I have to pause really quickly, or maybe I have to return to the video at a later time sometimes, but I'm actually here just a second after pausing. Had to tend to my nephew. He is running wild in the house, and he's thinking that somebody's out to get him. It says, I choose to learn through love. And this is, like I said, sometimes people think that there isn't a choice to choose how we feel. And sometimes that is the case regarding certain aspects of your life. Or certain aspects of, I guess, society. Like, for instance, sexual orientation and stuff like that. That is, to me, definitely, I don't feel like is a choice for most people. So that's just my example there. But it says, I choose to learn through love. So I feel like this is about learning through your own compassion, where there's always this choice to choose love rather than fear, choose love rather than being angry with someone. We learn things through, I feel like, treating people the way we want to be treated. This message can mean many different things for many different people. But yeah, so I choose to learn through love. So basically just an affirmation, really. But that is the message there. I hope that it made sense, or that you can come up with your own meaning to decipher what it may mean for you. As always, I wish you guys love and light. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. I do take subscriber requests as well. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed. And again, if you'd like to book a reading with me, 101, all of the links are down below in the description box, as well as linked on my channel profile picture. I do also have Instagram, on which I'm starting to post on. There's not a lot there yet because I'm just now getting started on there. I do follow back if you follow me. And yeah. And I do offer lots of special offers and stuff on there. So far there is only one. As again, I just got started on Instagram recently. But I am going to do I'm going to post more special offers and stuff in the future. So I wish you guys love and light, and I hope to see you guys soon, and that you have enjoyed this video.